Today, we're going to go over the free motion echo foot. This is a great foot to use if you are new to free motion embroidery and want to create some designs and you don't have an embroidery machine at home. So you can do this on just a regular old sewing machine. And this foot is going to help you a lot. It's got a little scope on it, so it's going to help you align your design to what you drew. It's great for beginners. Real quick before we start, if you're really enjoying Sewing Anastasia, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to learn even more about sewing, make sure you check out my online and in-person classes and check out the online sewing club too. There's links down below for everything. Now let's go over embroidering without an embroidery machine with this awesome foot. My favorite thing about this foot is that it's clear and it has all these little guides on it. So it's really going to help us create a precise design. So if you're not used to free motioning anything on the sewing machine, this is really going to help out. So I'm going to place this on the edge of my heart and you can see I can follow that line I drew with the line in the middle of the foot. And then we're going to use the other distances on this foot when we want to create rows of stitches or make sure things are evenly spaced out. So this foot has multiple functions, super useful. Today, I'm going to be creating a design on a pocket template that I traced out here. So I drew a heart and we're going to make a really fun heart with a bunch of different colors of thread. So again, if you don't have an embroidery machine, this is a great foot to create unique designs on your regular sewing machine. And here's the colors I'm going to be using for my heart today. So we'll be switching them out so we get some depth in our heart and some uniqueness. So let's go attach this foot and I'll show you how it works. To attach this foot, I took the shank off of my sewing machine. And since it has a shank on it, we're going to put it on with our screw. So we are just going to screw this foot on. And there we go. Now we have the foot on. It's that easy. Before we start stitching, we need to tell our machine we're doing free motion. On my machine, I have a button here and I'm going to make a selection. You could just have a hard mechanical lever on your machine that you're gonna push over and you're gonna notice that your feed dog are going to lower. One cool thing about this foot is that we can do a zigzag stitch, we can do a straight stitch, we can do different stitches because it has that wide opening on it. I'm gonna start with a zigzag to do the outline of my heart. So I'm going to be starting at the bottom of my heart and I wanna bring up my bobbin thread. So I'm going to take my needle and pull it down, hold my top thread, and we want to get that bobbin thread to pop up. So now that we have the bobbin thread up, we'll be able to secure it in a few minutes with a knot. So now I'm going to add a few of my zigzag stitches and you're going to notice that it doesn't move unless you move it. So you are in control of this. So now that I've got some stitches in there, I'm also going to engage my needle down button. So that way, anytime I stop, my needle is going to be in my fabric. If you don't have that option on your machine, I want you to use your hand wheel and just bring the needle down into the fabric. So now that I've got some stitches in there, I'm going to lift up my foot and just grab those two threads in the back there and pull them out of the way for now. And now what I'm going to do is work my way all the way around the outside of this heart, keeping a consistent pull on it. And I'm using that little line on the foot as a guide to follow what I drew. That's a big difference between this foot and some of the other ones, is that this one has that little guide on it. When you get to any point that you want to make sure your needle's in the fabric and then go ahead and turn. And you'll notice that's where it's going to start stitching. So if that's not where you want it to start stitching, let's back up, add a few more stitches, and then turn. And there we go. There's where I want to be, right on that blue line that I drew. And when I get to the end, I'm going to go over the end of where I had those two threads. And now I'm going to take out my project and change my color. So like I mentioned, my stitches went over those two threads, securing them, so now I can cut them. If you feel like you didn't secure them enough, you can go ahead and make a knot. And now I can just cut these flush with the fabric. So I changed my thread color and I put on a straight stitch. And now I'm going to fill in the middle with some different colors of threads until I get it how I want it. And again, I'm bringing up that bobbin thread to the top, and here I go. So this design is going to move however you move the fabric. So if you move it more, it's going to make a longer stitch. If you move it less, it's going to make a shorter stitch. So I'm just going to work this stitch around, filling it in. I'm going to stop now though, so I can move those 2 threads out of the way that I started with. I'm just going to pull those out of the way. And now I'm going to continue. And I find that it's easier if I go a little faster. I can have a little more play with the movement here. So now I did one motion, and now I'm going to go over it again, creating another little type of design on top. So now that I'm back where I started, I'm going to do another color. So I'm going to remove my project. And since I sewed over those 2 threads, again, you can either knot them, or if you think they're secure enough for you, go ahead and cut them. Now I've got my final color on, and I'm going to do some more fill in the middle. So now I've filled it in as much as I'd like, and I'm done. Look at how fun this embroidery is, and we just did it with a regular sewing machine. I have my satin stitches around the outside, and I've got my truly free motion looking stitches in the middle. I used 4 different colors of thread to give this design some dimension. So for this design, I left it really sketched looking, like someone hand sketched it. Free motion is great for that look. You can try and make more precise designs though. Totally up to you and your style and what you're looking to do. You literally have all the freedom you want with a free motion foot. So if you don't have a free motion foot yet, are you going to get one and experiment with free motion embroidery? It's a whole lot of fun, I promise. And if you do already have one, what are you using it for right now? What kind of things are you creating or embroidering? Clothing, quilts, home decor, etc. I would love to know about it and help inspire everyone else by leaving what you're creating down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions, leave it down below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really helps out the channel a lot, and you'll know when all the new videos come out. And if you want to learn more about sewing, check out the in-person sewing classes here in Chicago and the online classes in the Sewing Club. There's links for all of that down below in the description. And if you want to know what me and Iris are up to in the studio, well, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We're always posting about it. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!